Tonight, we would like to recognize each of our host families for the 2026 season. Without each of you, the Dodge City A simply would not be possible. Each of these families has graciously opened up their homes to the players, helped provide many meals throughout the season, and supported them at their games along the way. Thank you to all of our host families. Now, if you direct your attention to the field, we would like to recognize each of the host families and their players. First, Roger Hedrick, hosting Austin Lorenz and Zach Irwin. Zach and Brittany Shipley, hosting Landon Langley and Josh Caravello. Jeff and Marcy Taylor, hosting Glenn Green, Nicholas Brown, Nico Brown, and Stephen Fugady. David and Leslie Lowless, and Kennedy Drexler. Pamela Hartzler, sponsoring Blake Coleman and Thomas Fowler and Aiden Morehouse. Ben and Debbie Kennedy, hosting Paxton Huff and Alejandro Gomez Contreras. Betty and Kathy Sotelo, hosting Cameron Park. Amber and Mark Shelton, hosting Jackson Phillips. Clayton and Leah Kerr, sponsoring Omari Johnson. Dale and Margie Cunningham, hosting Frank Sunoco and Jaden Moreno. Jay and Wendy Gifford, hosting Jace Gifford and Arturo Blakense. Mike and Summer Bates, hosting Isaiah Velasco. Brian and Melissa Huff, hosting Nolan Huff and Nicholas Gonzalez. Winter and Kyle Copper, hosting Trace Copper. Glenn and Dee Dee Curb, hosting Blake Pacheco. Chris and Martha Conradi, hosting Angel Vasquez. Ryan and Monica Moore, hosting Jael Amador. And Jeff and Debbie Olson, hosting our coaches, Jeremiah McCollum and Wilhelm Allen and Micah. Thank you again to each one of our host families. So let's give them another big round of applause. Tonight we would also like to recognize Lewis Automotive Group as our game sponsor. Lewis Automotive Group is proud to be a longtime supporter of A's baseball. The group has 3 locations in Dodge City, Lewis Ford on Wyatt Earp, and Lewis Toyota and Lewis Chevrolet on South 2nd. Lewis Automotive Group is celebrating America's 250th birthday this summer by giving away a trip. Register to win at their locations, a trip for 2 to Washington, D.C. to see the monuments or choose a trip for Florida Disney. You can find all the details and all of their inventory online at buylewis.com. Right now, if you would direct your attention to the field, throwing out the first pitch tonight is a close friend of Lewis Automotive and a proud Dodge City A supporter. Let's welcome Leo to the field. All right, Leo, let's see a strike. All right, Leo, thank you very much. And everyone, please join us in thanking Lewis Automotive Group for their support of the Dodge City A's.
best of the best come here to put their tough to the test. Give it all for gold or go home broke when they open up that gate. Welcome to the show, welcome to the home of the world's biggest rodeo, where the Bayou City streets meet the country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Are you ready for a ride? Yeah, you better buckle up and hold on tight. Where the Bayou City streets meet these country roads. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Any more good seats?
Got here too late.
Welcome into Cavalier Field. It is the final game of the season. A non-league contest between the Hayes Larks and your Dodge City A's. And Max Flowers, he gets the lead off, finds himself in a 1-1 count. Flowers normally number 5 on the roster, wearing the number 2 tonight for the Larks. He'll foul the pitch off, and Flowers, he's down in the count 1-2. Nico Gonzalez, he got the start on the mound tonight for your Dodge City A's. Your A's finishing the season with this non-league contest will So Nico Gonzalez, the senior from McPherson College, getting the start tonight for your Dodge City A's. Of course, the A's on Monday nights turn into the Boot Hill Lawmen. One away for the Larks. Flowers, he comes up empty and will go down on strikes to bring up Rainer Bean. So Bean steps up, nobody on, one away. Tonight's contest, by the way, will be a agreed 7-inning game. See, first pitch to Bean is fouled off. Oh, 2 count to Rainer. The Larks, they're getting ready. They got the invitation. Will be going to the NBC World Series, joined alongside by the Liberal BJs. A couple of your Dodge City A's joining the Liberal BJs. Nico Gonzalez, one of those players that is signed to be a pitcher for the BJs. As they continue on to the NBC. 1-2 count to Bean. Sends it to Vasquez at second, or at third. So that'll bring up Hutch Russell. Russell sends the first pitch he sees. It's out into the right center gap off the bottom of the wall, digging for 2, and he's in with a stand-up double.
Or no. No, it was a line drive to me.
So that brings up Sean Keenan for the Larks. 1 on, 2 away. The Larks, they finished the regular season against the Boulder Collegians. The first pitch fouled off to Keenan. Of course, your A's, they finished the regular season against the Liberal BJs, dropping both of those. One pitch coming to Keenan. Misses and makes it a 1-1 count. Keenan, he'll step out of the box and adjust his gloves. We'll go back to work. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. That pitch is over the right field wall and gone, and the Larks get on the board early, a 2-run home run. So that brings up the catcher, Brand Wilson. Wilson sees a first pitch inside. Wilson ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes. He'll draw the 4-pitch walk. So that'll bring up Tabor Stokes, the 6th batter of the inning for the Larks. They already lead at 2-0, 2 away, 1 on. Stokes, he'll take a pitch that catches the outer edge of the zone, and Gonzalez, he'll work ahead in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch. Gonzalez goes back outside again, tries to catch the outer edge of the zone, but misses. Gonzalez, he has a 3-1 record on the mound for your Dodge City A's. Making his 16th appearance, he's pitched 44 2/3 innings this summer for the A's. Pitch misses inside there, and the count will run full. Defensively, your Lawmen, they go with Huff, Amador, and Gomez left to right in the outfield. Vasquez, Wakenze, Drexler, and Moreno third to first across the infield. The strikeout will send Stokes back to the dugout, and that will be the final out of the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the first. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Isaiah Velasco, he gets the lead off here in the bottom of the first for your Dodge City A's. So your batting order, it looks like this. Velasco gets the lead off, followed by Kennedy Drexler at second base. Then Jaden Moreno. He'll take a first pitch strike. Carson Lyles, he gets the start on the mound tonight for the Larks. Swing and a miss, and he's down in the count 0-2. So as I said earlier, a prescribed 7-inning game tonight. The Larks preserving arms to get ready for the NBC World Series. Velasco, he'll go down swinging and one away. That'll bring up Kennedy Drexler. Drexler steps up. First pitch to Drexler. It will miss. So he'll foul that pitch off. Goes up the third base line. Drexler, he's ahead 2-1 strike. We'll go back to work. Lyles, he stands on the first base side of the rubber. Makes contact, does Drexler, sends it out into right field. The first hit of the game for the A's. They'll have one aboard. to bring up Jaden Moreno. It's a one-on-one away for Moreno. The Rattlers and BJs playing a non-league contest tonight. The throw over to first was not in time to check on the runner, Drexler. So there are non-league contest there. And then the Lumberjacks and Angels, they are in action out in Colorado. The pitch is in for a strike. Moreno, he's down in the count 0-1. The Larks, they counter with Keenan, Flowers, and Schmeidler, third to first, or left to right across the outfield. So that'll bring up Angel Vasquez. 2 away for the Lawmen. Vasquez, he'll check his swing, but takes the strike call. Throw over to first again, not in time. Runner goes to second. Throw down is not there. So the 1-1 count with the runner now in scoring position for the A's. Larks lead it 2-0 after the 2-run homer. In the top half of the inning, Angel will swing and come up empty. Makes it count 1-2. Pitch, it's swung on. Vasquez, he'll go down on strikes, and that will end the inning. The A's are held scoreless, and we're headed to the second. I believe the Boot Hill Gunfighters are about to commence.
Right now, if you direct your attention to the field, you can enjoy a performance by the world-famous Gunfighters.
Yeah, the Dodge City A's every once in a while become well, I might be.
I don't know how I'm going to clean all this up.
So it doesn't matter if I get anyway.
Well, I have an idea. How about a round of applause? Boot Hill Museum Gunfighters.
Give an applause for the world-famous Boot Hill Museum Gunfighters. They'd also like to thank everyone at the Boot Hill.
So Tanner Norman, he gets the lead off here in the top of the second. He'll take a first pitch ball that misses outside as Gonzalez, he's back on the mound. Your A's are a little bit short-staffed. I believe I counted 13 players in jerseys tonight. The pitch low and outside, and Norman works ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Nico fires again outside. Norman ahead 3-0. Nico, he last pitched against the Foxes back on July the 12th. Comes into today with 44 2/3 innings pitched and a 5.64 ERA. Norman, he'll draw the 4-pitch walk. So that'll put one on with nobody away to bring up Ty Schmidler. So he'll step up. 7, 8, and 9 in the order as the Larks, they sent 6 to the plate in the first. Schmidler will take a swing and come up empty. Down the count, 0-1. Nice warm day here in Dodge City, Kansas. Pitch is grounded to Vasquez. Throw to second for 1. The throw to first in time. The A's, they get the twin killing. And now 2 away. So that'll bring up Tony Moore with 2 out. Nobody on base for the Larks. Moore, he is the third baseman batting in the 9-hole tonight. The pitch misses high. One-0. Gonzalez, he'll go inside again, gets the strike call. It evens the count at 1. Two-two count. Nobody on for the Larks. More the righty-righty matchup. Gonzalez, he's hard to pick up at times with that sidearm delivery. Misses outside, and that will run the count full. We'll see the payoff pitch. Gonzalez delivers. It's a high fly ball out into left field. And it will go foul. The at-bat continues. So as you heard earlier in the broadcast, we started off with host family recognition. An integral part of what makes A's baseball possible is the community support to open their homes and allow these young men to stay here this summer. So we'll go back to work. The pitch again to Moore. Goes in and it will hit him. So that puts one on with 2 away. Brings up Max Flowers. We're back at the top of the order with the Larks. Flowers, he went down swinging the first time he was up. Flowers shows bunt, lays it down, goes foul. He'll fall down in the count 0-1. Pitch. Inside, Flowers twist to get out of the way. Throw down to first was not in time. Angels leading the Lumberjacks 3-1. So the Liberal BJs victorious this season. They take the league championship with an overall record of 18-6. The Larks come in second at 17-7. Throw to first again, not in time. Game Day Angels, they check in at 11-11. The Foxes at 10-10. Your A's check in at 10-14 in the league. As the Boulder Collegians are 8-14, and the Foxes or Lumberjacks 4-16. The pitch sent out into left center field. Amador there to pull it down, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the second. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Leading off in the second is Yael Amador, Western Oklahoma State College product. Grounds to Stokes at short, makes the throw to first, and gets the first out. So one away for the A's, and that brings up Alejandro Gomez. Gomez, another teammate with Amador. Gomez was a sophomore this past season at Western Oklahoma State College. So he'll step up with nobody on and one away. Yeah, 6-hole hitter playing in right field today for the Lawmen. The pitch, it's low. The catcher, Wilson, he gets kind of crossed up. So he's going to go out and have a conversation with Lyles. Lyles, he's back out for his second inning of work with the Larks. I know there's guys in the shade behind the first base dugout. There's not very many of them actually in the dugout. Of course, I can't say that I blame them. A nice warm day like today. Gomez grounds it to Moore at third, throws to first, gets the second out. So Paxton Huff, he's up. Played his senior season at Prairie View A&M. He'll take a first pitch ball. Well, the A's, they go down 1-2-3, and we're headed to the top of the third. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Rainer Bean leads off for the Larks. So we've entered the top of the third. Bean hit into a line drive the last time he was up. Larks lead at 2-0 in this prescribed 7-inning game. The final of the season for your A's. Bean, he'll take a swing and come up empty and falls down 0-1. Bean makes contact, sends a pitch out into left field. Racing in is Huff, and not able to make the play. Third hit of the ball game for the Larks. 1 on and nobody out in the top of the third. Brings up Hutch Russell. Russell, he singled out into right field his last time up. I was saying earlier, it was a nice warm day here in Dodge City, and when I say nice, I don't really mean it in that tone. It was downright hot. The pitch swung on and missed. One delivery coming. Gonzalez with a sidearm. It's sent out into shallow center field. It'll fall in for a hit, and that puts runners on at first and second. Currently at 98. It feels like 102 here in Dodge right now. We hit a high of 102 earlier today. So that'll bring up Sean Keenan. Nobody out. Two runners on for the Larks. Keenan, he hit the 2-run homer the first time he was up. Larks lead at 2-0. Pitch goes low, and it'll move the runner over to third as being able to keep a foot on the bag, and now the Larks have a runner in scoring position. So runners on the corners with nobody out. One 0 pitch. Gonzalez, he's up to 44 in the ball game. Both bullpens are empty currently. Pitch misses, and Keenan, he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Two 0 delivery. It's fouled off. So your A's, they enter tonight 12, 19, and 2 overall on the season. Sit in 6th place overall in the 7-team league. 3-1 the count to Keenan. The Larks, they're 25-7 overall. Sit 3 games ahead of the Liberal BJs, who actually won the league. BJs are 21-9-1. Pitch is fouled off. Count runs full, and we'll see the payoff pitch. Keenan, he decided to take the entire trip around the batter's boxes. He'll step back in and get ready. Gonzalez, he'll look in and get his sign. He comes set. Works out of the windup. The sidearm delivery, it goes outside with the pitch. It's fouled off by Keenan, and the at-bat continues. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming to Keenan. Gonzalez, he'll come set. Misses outside, and that will load the bases. So bases loaded with nobody out for the Larks, and they have an opportunity to break this one open. They hold a 2-0 lead here in the top of the third. Wilson, the catcher, he drew the walk the last time he was up. Wilson ahead, 1 ball and no strikes. Gonzalez at 52 now. Both bullpens remain empty. The A's, they don't have a whole lot of people available to even pitch tonight, so we'll see what they do to try to get through this 7-inning game. We're in the top of the 3rd. The 1-0 pitch inside. They say no on the appeal. It's 2 balls and no strikes for Wilson. The A's, they saw a lot of the Larks in the latter part of June. That's when they played most of their series with them. 2-0. It's fouled. Pitch. It's sent into foul territory, will fall out of play, and that will even the count at 2. Two-two delivery. Off the end of the bat, it's towards right field. Chasing it down is Gomez, and he'll pull it down in fair territory. The throw home. The run scores 1 away, and the Larks lead at 3-0. So that'll bring up Tabor Stokes. Stokes, he went down on strikes his last time up. 6-hole hitter for the Larks. He'll take a first pitch strike. Yo, 1 goes outside. The throw down to second, not in time. One and one the count for Stokes. Stokes, he's been a staple in the Larks lineup this season. Gonzalez will miss outside and works ahead. Falls behind to Stokes, 2 balls and 1 strike. The A's, they first met the Larks this season on June the 21st. They would travel to Hayes America and fall in that game 12-7. Schmedler, he got the start on the mound as that one's grounded to Drexler. The throw to first gets the out, but it scores a run, and the Larks lead it 4-0. That'll bring up Tanner Norman. Norman, he steps in, 1 on and 2 away. Larks have scored 2 in the inning. They lead at 4-0. First pitch he sees is sent foul over the little pavilion off to our left. He'll fall down 0-1. So the Larks, they would travel to Dodge the day after. They would take down the A's 15-3. That game back on June the 22nd. Norman even in the count at 1. The delivery from Gonzalez misses. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Nico Gonzalez, he actually pitched in that game, went 1 inning. It was a 7-inning run rule for the Larks. Pitch misses. Norman's ahead 3-1. Both bullpens still empty at this point. He's looking for their final out of the inning. Gets the strike call. The count will run full. So we'll see the payoff pitch. Gonzalez misses and puts runners on the corners. That'll bring up Ty Schmeidler. Schmeidler, the right fielder, he grounded out his last time up. Bats in the 8 hole for the Larks. The A's, they haven't even completed 1 trip through the batting order, and the Larks trying to complete their 2nd. Lead it 4-0 here in the top of the 3rd. Schmeidler makes contact, sends it over Blakenze's head, and that will put runners on at 1st and 2nd. But it scores another run, and the Larks lead at 5-0. Brings up Tony Moore. Moore, he was hit by pitch on a full count the last time he was up. Quick mound visit to talk a few things over between Gonzalez and Velasco. We'll go back to work. Eighth batter of the inning for the Larks. First pitch from Gonzalez. Misses outside. Moore ahead 1-0. Pitch is sent out into right field. Played off the hop by Gomez. Run coming home and gets the score. Velasco's not happy. The throw was there. The throw was there. So a rocket shot by Gomez. Well, we'll go back to work. So we're back at the top of the order with Max Flowers. Flowers 0 for 2. He flew out the last time he was up. Takes a pitch outside and moves ahead in the count 1-0. Pitch is fouled. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Watching the collision at home plate, it really wasn't a collision as much, but reminds me, we were actually playing the Larks last year, early in the season. There was a collision at home plate. Young man broke his leg, actually, in the collision. The catcher for the Larks. So 2-1 the count to Flowers. We were talking about the collision at home last year. It was Ray Jesse that broke his leg at home plate. So that game was delayed for a while paramedics were called to attend to him. And Flowers, he draws the walk. It loads the bases with 2 away to bring up Rainer Bean. Beanie takes the first pitch he sees. He'll send it foul. Bean 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Larks, they have Schmeidler at third, Moore at second, Flowers at first. Yo, 1. Flowers fouls it again. Bean fouls it again. They'll fall down in the count 0-2. Larks, they've scored 4 in the inning. They have the bases loaded. They've batted around as being as the 10th batter of the inning. He'll duck out of the way of a pitch coming in high at his head, and he'll move into the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 goes outside and misses the zone and evens a count. Two delivery. Gets the swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the third. The Lawmen trail by 6. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the A's. That'll bring up Jackson Phillips to lead off. He gets the DH spot tonight for the Lawmen. Phillips, he'll take a first pitch strike. He falls down in the count 0-1. No activity in either bullpen at this point. It's both clubs content with letting their starters ride this one for a while. Phillips fouls it. Falls down quickly 0-2. The pitch from Lyles goes low outside. Lyles, he's made 23 pitches in this ball game. We're in the bottom of the third. The A's haven't even gone all the way through the batting order yet. The pitch, a little outside again, and that'll even the count to Phillips. He'll foul that one off. Count remains at 2-2. Phillips makes contact again, sends it foul. Back over top of the press box, and yeah, bat will continue. A's, they've been out hit 6-1 by the Larks today. Larks lead at 6-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. The pitch misses high. The count will run full. Here will come the payoff pitch from Lyles. Jackson makes contact, grounds it to Russell at second, makes the throw to first, and gets the out. One away for the Lawmen. That'll bring up the bottom of the order with Arturo Blakenze. Kenze, the freshman from Dodge City Community College, calls Tijuana, Mexico home, and he'll step up with nobody on and one away. Represents the 9-hole hitter for the A's. Takes a first pitch ball. Moves ahead in the count 1-0. Lyles, he was a freshman at Barton Community College this year. Evens a count at 1. McKenzie, he'll pop that one. It goes foul to the right and will fall out of play. He'll go down in the count 1-2. One-two pitch. Low from Lyles. McKenzie even in the count at 2. Ball low again, and we'll see the payoff pitch. McKenzie sends it out into right field. It's a high fly ball. Just ahead of the warning track is Schmeidler. He'll pull it down, and now 2 away. Turns the lineup over as the A's, they start their second trip through the batting order. Brings up Isaiah Velasco. Velasco, the catcher tonight for your Lawmen. Nobody on and 2 away. He went down on strikes the last time he was up. Velasco takes a first pitch strike. Down the count 0-1. He'll ground that one, fielded by Russell, but bobbles it. Be an infield single. Drexler fouls off a pitch. That one's in. It will hit Kennedy. That'll put runners on at first and second. So he'll be hit by pitch. Brings up Jaden Moreno. Moreno, he went down on strikes his last time up. Takes a first pitch strike. Velasco, he was batting .362 coming in to today. Drexler, .268. Moreno, .286. 2-2 or 1-1 pitch. Sorry. Goes low and inside. Moreno works himself ahead in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lyles delivers. Moreno, a high fly ball going to right field. On the warning track, it's gone. A 3-run home run. The Lawmen get on the board with a 3-run shot by Jaden Moreno. He'll touch them all. Well, the Lawmen are on the board. They trail 6-3. It looked like Jaden shaved his head today.
He's been bald.
Angel Vasquez, he'll draw first pitch strike. He went down on strikes his first time up. Vasquez sends one, bounces off the glove of Moore. So 1 on and 2 away to bring up Yael Amador. Vasquez was batting .362 on the season. Amador, he steps up, batting .193. Hit into a ground out the last time he was up. Pops that one. It goes way up and will be pulled down on the outfield grass, and that will be the final out of the inning. We're headed to the top of the 4th, 6-3 Larks. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Leading off for the Larks as we've entered the top of the fourth. The A's got 3 runs in the bottom half of the third on a 3-run shot by Jaden Moreno. It is Hutch Russell getting the lead off. He's 2 for 2. He's singled both times he's been at the plate. Larks are working their third trip through the batting order. A nasty, nasty curve to get the strike. Russell down 0-1. Gonzalez, he's signed to play. He'll go to Wichita and play with the Liberal BJs. So they're bolstering their pitching staff. Russell down in the count 0-2. Thomas Fowler and Joshua Caravallo also signed on to join the Liberal BJs. Aiden Morehouse was picked up by Tessa's Army. He will join them. A quick snag by Velasco. The pitch was just a bit outside. Little movie reference. So we'll go back to work. 1-2 the count for Russell. Day in and day out, the catchers have done a phenomenal job shagging balls and keeping stuff ahead of them. The pitch outside again. Evens a count at 2. Two. It's a fly ball out into right field. Bounces off the warning track and off the wall. Bobbled by Gomez, and digging for third is Russell. The throw is there, and he is thrown out.
Was he joking?
So that'll bring up Sean Keenan with one away. Drew the walk the last time he was up. Pitch misses inside. Keenan ahead 1-0. He hit the home run back in the in the first for the Larks. It was a 2-run home run. Misses outside, and Gonzalez now up to 85. The bullpen for the A's still empty. There's a catcher occupying the Larks bullpen, but no work occurring down there. 2-0 pitch. Fouled off by Keenan. I'll go back over top of the press box and out of play. So Keenan, he'll step out, steps back in the box. We'll go back to work. Pitch misses outside. Keenan ahead 3-1. Not the most pitches that Gonzalez has thrown. He threw 120 against the Lumberjacks. A 3-1 delivery. Inside, and he'll draw the 5-pitch walk. Brings up Brand Wilson. One on and one away. Wilson 0 for 1. He flew out the last time he was up. The first pitch, blowing outside. Pitches in, gets the strike. Evens a count at 1. So Nico, he threw 120 pitches against the Lumberjacks. That game back on July the 8th. He went 6 innings in that ball game. That pitch gets through on the right side. It held up Keenan, and high fly ball out into center field. Amador tracks it down and pulls it in. It's the second out of the inning. Tanner Norman takes a first pitch ball. And that is grounded up the right side and flip to the pitcher for the out. It will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Alejandro Gomez leads off for the A's as we've entered the bottom of the fourth. 6-3 Larks. They were held scoreless. Gomez takes a pitch, sends it out into left field, making the diving attempt, but not pulling it in. So he'll be on, one on and nobody out for the A's. That'll bring up Paxton Huff. Huff 0 for 1. He went down on strikes the last time he was up. Huff batting .212 on the season. He fouls off the first pitch he sees. One delivery. Lyles back on the mound. There is work down in the Larks bullpen. Pitch is grounded up the third base line and goes foul. Huff, he's down quickly 0-2. So we'll see if the Larks select to make a pitching change after the next inning. 2 delivery. Runner goes and he'll get caught. But he's in safely. The throw was there. Hutch Russell was beside himself. He thought for sure the tag was made, but getting around it, and the stolen base for Gomez will go back to work. Huff down 0-2. Lyles will check the runner. Throws home and misses. Makes it 1-2. No work down in the A's bullpen currently. Pitch. Lyles missing again, and that evens a count at 2. So Huff has worked the count even after falling behind 0-2. Keith Harbor, he's pacing over here at the Larks dugout. Pitching coach, pitch has popped up high on the infield. Called off and pulled down by Tony Moore for the first out. So Gomez, he remains at second. That'll bring up Jackson Phillips. Phillips, he grounded out the last time he was up. Batting .237 on the season for the redshirt sophomore from Seward. Takes a swing and comes up empty. I had a chance to talk to Jackson on the off times in between, said that wasn't sure where he was going in the fall. There's not very many places that have the program he's looking to try to major in, and wasn't really sure if he was going to play baseball after this summer. Pitch misses outside. It evens a count at 1. Jackson, he'll go down and foul that one off. Falls down in the count 1-2. Omari Johnson, he leads the team in runs scored and hits. 25 runs, 33 hits on the season. 2-2 pitch coming to Phillips. Lyles, he'll take a look back to check on Gomez at second. Comes home, off the end of the bat, it's popped up. Tracking it is Russell in the outfield, and he'll pull it down and out 2 away. Brings up the shortstop, Arturo Blaquinze. So Kinsey, he's 0 for 1. He flew out the last time he was up. Arturo batting 181 on the season as he grounds that one to the shortstop for the Larks. Makes the throw to first, gets the out, and that will send us to the top of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Ty Schmeidler gets the lead off. As we've entered the top of the 5th inning, the Larks leading at 6-3. Nico Gonzalez, he's back on the mound for the A's. Schmeidler takes a swing and a miss. He'll come up empty. 1 for 2 in the ball game. He singled the last time he was up. One delivery. Work continuing in the bullpen for the Larks. The A's bullpen remains empty. Pitch inside. Schmeidler ahead 2-1. Gonzalez misses low again, makes it 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitch. It's Schmeidler to foul it off. The count runs full. So coincidentally enough, the payoff pitch to the first batter of the 5th inning will be the 100th pitch that we will see from Nico Gonzalez. He'll eclipse the century mark and gets the strikeout, 1 away. So that'll bring up Tony Moore. Back at the bottom of the order for the Larks. Moore, he singled the last time he was up. Nobody on and 1 away. So Flowers, he'll stand in the on-deck circle for the Larks. First pitch. Moore raises his elbow to get out of the way, and Gonzalez will miss for ball one. He'll step off the mound. Moore steps up in the batter's box. Gonzalez set. Moore pops it off the end of the bat. It's out towards right field. Tracking it is Gomez. He'll pull it down. Makes it 2 away. That'll bring up Max Flowers. We're back at the top of the order for the Larks. Flowers, he's 0 for 2. He drew the walk the last time he was up. Larks are starting their 4th trip through the batting order. They scored 2 in the first, 4 in the third. Pitch. Flowers will swing and come up empty. He'll step out of the box and adjust his gloves and step back in. Larks with their all gray uniforms today. They have a blue stripe down their sleeves, or down their shoulders, I should say, as pitch misses and makes it 1-1. Has the Larks logo on the left chest and their numbers down on the lower right. Yays, they go with the lawman uniform, says Boot Hill across the front with their numbers in gold. Flowers, he's ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Gonzalez tried for the backdoor bender on the last pitch and just missed a little bit outside. We'll see what he does here. 3-1 delivery. Misses low, and that will draw the second walk for Flowers. Brings up Rainer Bean. Gonzalez up to 107 in the game now. 1 on and 2 away for the Larks. Bean, he's at 1 for 3, hit into a line drive the first time he was up, then singled and went down on strikes. First pitch he'll see is outside. Gonzalez hasn't had the normal command of the zone that he usually does. Pitch miss, gets the strike. The throw down to second is not in time. So a runner in scoring position for the Larks. One pitch coming to Bean. Grounded on the left side. Flowers rounding third, fielded by Huff. The throw home is offline, and the Larks score a run. Lead at 7-3. That'll send Isaiah Velasco out to have a conversation with Gonzalez. Yays still have nobody in the bullpen, and that is kind of baffling to me. So, A's Baseball brought to you by our Grand Slam sponsors, the Community Foundation of Southwest Kansas, the City of Dodge City, Lewis Automotive, Koch Fertilizer, Curbs Law Office, LLC, and Brian and Melissa Huff. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Hutch Russell, he's up for the Larks. 1 on and 2 away, and there goes Bean. Russell sends the pitch foul. It is going to fall out of play, and he'll fall down 0-1. Gonzalez fakes a throw over to first. He'll step off the mound. Down in the count, 0-1 is Russell. He's 3 for 3 in the ball game, 2 singles and a double. The pitch. Gonzalez set. Russell sends it into foul territory. It falls over by the Lawman bullpen. Russell will fall down in the count, 0-2. Pitch is low. The throw down to second, not in time. So another stolen base for the Larks. Russell, he'll go down on strikes, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Leading off in the bottom of the 5th, we have Isaiah Velasco. We're back at the top of the order for the A's. Velasco 1 for 2. He singled the last time he was up. He'll face off against a new pitcher for the Larks as they go to the bullpen and call up Justin Pinardo. He'll throw a pitch low. Pitch gets the strike call. Pitch fouled off by Velasco. One ball and 2 strikes a count. Pitch. Velasco grounds it. It's fielded by Russell. Throw to first in time and 1 away. Brings up Kennedy Drexler. First pitch to Drexler hits fouled off. The team leader, Arturo Blakenze, he leads the team in walks received. Pitch misses to Drexler and evens a count at 1. Aiden Morehouse, he leads in the hit by pitch statistical category. It has taken 8 so far this season. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Drexler. Bernardo, he works from the third base side of the rubber. Drexler fouls it at the Larks dugout, and that'll send one of their players scattering out of the way that was sitting on the bucket at the end of the dugout. A 2-2 pitch. This is just a bit outside, and the count will run full. The payoff pitch. Working out of the windup. Bernardo delivers and loses the battle to Drexler. That'll put 1 on with 1 away. Brings up Jaden Moreno. Moreno, he's at 1 for 2. He hit a 3-run homer the last time he was up. Got the A's on the board in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and we've worked our way into the bottom of the 5th here. Bernardo fires, gets the strike call. So now 2 away for the A's after Drexler is picked off. One pitch coming from Bernardo. Gets the strike call. Moreno, he falls down in the count 0-2. Yeah, he's trying to get something going. The pitch misses low. Makes it 1-2 to Moreno. Count even at 2 now. It's Deuces Wild across the top of the scoreboard. 2-2 pitch. Misses outside. So we'll see the payoff pitch. He'll foul it off. Goes down and fouls it straight down to remain alive. We'll see a payoff again from Pinardo. Work continues in the bullpen for the Larks. The payoff again. He'll lose the battle and walk Moreno. So with 2 out, that'll bring up Angel Vasquez. Vasquez 1 for 2. He singled the last time he was up. Landon Langley leads the team in extra base hits at 11. And there's a 3-way tie in second between Glenn Green, Isaiah Velasco, and Omari Johnson. So we'll go to work here for Angel. 1 for 2 in the game. He singled the last time he was up. Vasquez sends that one foul. Grounded to the third baseman, fields it, makes the throw to first, and gets the out. That will end the inning. To the 6th we go. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Top of the 6th, and the Larks send up Sean Keenan. He'll foul off the first pitch he sees as Nico Gonzalez remains on the mound for the Dodge City A's. Keenan, he's 1 for 1 officially. A home run and has drawn 2 walks. Gonzalez up to 115 in the ball game, and very well could eclipse his season high for the A's. A pitch, it's sent foul into foul territory, and Angel Vasquez making a face plant in the dugout area, or sorry, bullpen area. So we'll go back to work. The 0-2 pitch. Keenan will step back in the box. Gonzalez delivers. Keenan fouls it again. Count remains 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Gonzalez misses low and outside, makes it 1-2. Be the 5th pitch of the at-bat coming for Keenan. The A's, they do have Fugity down in the bullpen area. Pitch, he'll miss outside, and that evens a count at 2. Fugity, he pitched 1 inning. Against the Liberal BJs on Saturday. Keenan, he'll pop that one up. It is going into shallow center field, and Drexler will pull it down for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brand Wilson. Nobody on, 1 away for the Larks. We're in the top of the 6th of this 7-inning game. First pitch from Gonzalez. He'll get a strike call to Wilson. Wilson, he's 1 for 2. He singled the last time he was up. Played his season at Southwestern Oklahoma State. Makes a diving stop, does Velasco, and that will even the count at 1. One delivery. 123 pitches in the ball game now for Gonzalez. A 2-1 delivery. Grounded it to Drexler. He'll pick it up, make the throw to first, and record the out. So that'll bring up Tabor Stokes. Stokes, he was at Ball State this last year. He'll step up. Nobody on and 2 away. First pitch, just a bit outside. Little movie reference for anybody that enjoys Major League. Go back to work, a 1-0 count. Gonzalez set. Comes back inside and misses, and Stokes is ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Stokes makes contact, sends it to the left, twisting foul, will fall just outside of the pavilion area. The first strike of the at-bat for Stokes. Still ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two 1 pitch. Goes inside. Stokes ahead, 3-1. Lawmen trail 7-3 here in the top of the 6th. 7 runs on 9 hits for the Larks. Three runs and 5 hits for the Lawmen. Payoff pitch. Grounded up the middle and not able to get to it, so a runner on. Tanner Norman up. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out the last time he was up. Norman sends a pitch foul into the Larks dugout. They'll fall down in the count, 0-1. You have to wonder if this might not be the last batter for Gonzalez. So he'll miss again, evens a count at 1. He's up to 132 pitches in the ball game. Season high for his time on the mound for the Dodge City A's. 1-1. Norman will foul it into the netting. He'll fall down in the count, 1-2. Pitch goes low. Stokes moves over to second on it. Two-two delivery. Gonzalez fires in. It's sent foul over towards the A's bullpen. Count will remain 2-2. Two-two pitch. Fouled again towards the bullpen. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming for Norman. That one goes low. Now the count's 2-2. Count runs full. The payoff pitch. Gonzalez delivers inside and misses, and that puts 2 on. That will end the night for Nico Gonzalez, as here comes head coach Jeremiah McCollum. So the A's will make a pitching change, and they'll likely be going to Stephen Fugity. So he is in the bullpen warming up. Jeremiah out there talking a few things over right now.
How many pitches does he have?
Well, the A's are going to leave him on the mound.
So is that bad or good? Blake, you were doing good.
So Ty Schmeidler up for the Larks. 2 on and 2 away. First pitch in for a ball. Schmeidler, he went down on strikes the last time he was up.
3 balls for that. Because it was while he was batting.
Throw back to second was not in time, as it was a throw up into the air. We'll go back to work. Schmeidler went down on strikes the last time he was up. Larks lead at 7-3 here in the top of the 6th. And send one out into shallow center field to run rounding third, and he will score. The Larks lead at 8-3. Well, the night for Gonzalez will be done now, as he'll exit the game with 140 pitches. Did all he could to try to get the A's there, and he'll turn it over to Stephen Fugity, who will take over the mound. Fugity, he was last at Dillard, currently in the transfer portal. We'll take a step aside, come back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Stephen Fugity takes over the mound for the Dodge City A's. Try to get the final out, 2 on and 2 away, as he'll face off against Tony Moore. He'll deliver a pitch high. Moore 1 for 2. He flew out the last time he was up. Larks completing their 4th trip through the batting order. One 1-0. Fugity goes high again, and Moore is ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch misses inside. Moore ahead 3-0. Norman at second, Schmeidler at first for the Larks. 3-0 delivery, bounces ahead of home plate, and Moore will draw the 4-pitch walk. That'll load the bases for Max Flowers. So Flowers, he steps up as the Larks start their 5th trip through the batting order. Flowers, he's 0 for 2. He has drawn the walk the last 2 times he's been at the plate. Larks lead at 8-3. Pitch. High and outside. 5 straight out of the zone by Fugity as he took over the mound. Velasco's going to go out and have a conversation with him, and we'll take this opportunity to say thank you to a few more of our sponsors. A's Baseball brought to you by our home run sponsors, the Victory Electric Cooperative Association, Jimmy John's, Spareville 3 EDF, Val Hinton, Rabine Brothers, Cargill, Kirby Meat Company, Building Solutions LLC, National Beef Packing Company LLC, Tommy's Express Car Wash, and Dodge City Family YMCA. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Now with bases loaded and a 1-0 count for Max Flowers, we'll go back to work. Fugity gets the strike call. A delayed one, albeit, but gets the call and makes it 1-1. The pitch. Flowers off the glove of Drexler, and so that brings up Rainer Bean. Bases remain loaded, and the Larks lead it 9-3. The pitch. A strike call. Makes the count 1-1. The A's, they've been out hit 12-5 in the ball game. Bases remain loaded for the Larks. 1-1 pitch. Fugity tries the backdoor bender and misses, and Bean, he'll be ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1. Steven stands on the third base side of the rubber from the windup. Goes backdoor again, gets the strike call. It evens a count. Makes it deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard. Looking for the elusive final out in the inning. The A's will have the middle part of the order. 5, 6, and 7 due up when we get to the bottom half of the inning. Fugity goes high and the count runs full. We'll see the payoff pitch. Popped up, it will go foul to the right and out of play. So the at-bat continues for Bean. The 3-2 again. Goes inside, and that'll walk a run in. Larks lead at 10-3 to bring up Hutch Wilson. Wilson, he's at 3 for 4. He went down on strikes the last time he was up. Wilson, the second baseman for the Larks. Bases remain loaded. Moore at third, Flowers at second, Bean at first. Pitch getting the strike call. 3 runs in the inning for the Larks. They have officially batted around now with Russell. The second time in the ball game that the Larks have batted around, and he'll send one over Drexler's head. That'll score a run. Here comes the second, and it will roll all the way to the A's dugout, and that will advance the runners over to second and third. Twelve to 3 Larks to bring up Sean Keenan. Keenan, he led off the inning as he flew out. 2 on and 2 away for the Larks. Takes a ball high. Larks have done all their damage in the inning with 2 outs. The 1-0 pitch. It's fouled up the first base line. It evens a count. Keenan pops it up, goes off the top of the press box and then falls into the stands. That'll be $1 for somebody to take back to the concession stand. We'll go back to work. 1-2 the count. Fugity goes outside. Evens a count. Well, this inning has taken a while to play. The Larks, they've scored 5. They lead at 12-3. One more run would put the Larks in run rule territory. Sent up the first base line. It's fair. Here comes one run. And here comes the second. So bases clearing RBI double for Keenan. Seven runs scored in the inning to bring up Brand Wilson. 14 runs on 14 hits for the Larks. Wilson 1 for 3. He grounded out the last time he was up, so we've officially now entered run rule territory. The Lawmen will have to score at least 2 in the bottom half of the inning to keep this game going. Pitch misses from Fugity, and Wilson is ahead 1-0. Pitch. Fired in, misses inside, and Wilson is ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Larks have sent 11 to the plate so far in the inning. Swung on and missed. Makes it 2-1. A 2-1. Gets the strike call to Wilson. He's even in the count at 2. Since getting 2 outs, the Larks have scored all 7 and have a runner on at second, a high fly ball to the left field wall, and it's off the bottom of the wall. Oh, it actually is a home run. Nine runs have scored in the inning for Tabor Stokes. He singled the last time he was up. Pitch high and outside, and Stokes ahead in the count, 1-0. Pitch swung on and missed. So the A's, they're led in ERA by Thomas Fowler. He holds a 3.00. Austin Lorenz in second at 4.82. The A's overall, they hold an ERA of 9.58 as a collective pitching staff. The pitch popped up, goes foul over top of the press box. 2-2 delivery. Fugity misses high, and the count will run full. Pretty well about everybody that has played for the A's has pitched at some point this season. Nico Gonzalez leads the team in innings pitched at 44 2/3 coming into tonight. He'll add another 5 2/3 to that total. The swing and a miss, and that will mercifully end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Yael Amador leading off for the A's as we've entered the bottom of the 6th. Takes a first pitch ball. Amador 0 for 2.
You're going down in your grade.
Amador now 2-0.
Only mistake. But like you. But like okay. There was that first.
The pitch. Bernardo misses outside. He's behind in the count. 3 balls and no strikes to Yael Amador. We've entered the bottom of the 6th. The Larks lead at 16-3. The A's, they have to score at least 4 in this inning if they want to keep the game going. And Amador, he'll draw the first pitch walk. 4-pitch walk, I should say. So that'll bring up Alejandro Gomez. So the Western Oklahoma State College teammates. Gomez steps up. He's 1 for 2. Singled the last time he was up. Pitch. Gets a strike call. Gomez sends that one into foul territory. Swing and a miss. Gomez goes down on strikes. 1 away for the A's. And that'll bring up Paxton Huff. First pitch, strike. One pitch. Huff pops it up. It's up the elevator chute. Tracking it is Norman, and he'll lose it, and it will fall foul. So Huff down the count now, 1-2. Pitch misses. It'll even the count at 2. That'll bring up Jackson Phillips after the Huff strikeout. Jackson will swing and miss. Falls down in the count, 0-1. Two and one the count to Jackson. The A's are down to their final out if they want to extend this ball game. Jackson 0 for 2. He flew out the last time he was up. Pitch misses outside, and he works ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Gets the strike call. Count runs full. We'll see the payoff pitch from Pinardo. He's already struck out 2 batters in the inning. The payoff pitch. Fouled off. Jackson remains alive. Three-two again. Phillips will pop it up. It's high up in the sky, going over and falls foul out of play. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming for Jackson. He'll swing and come up empty, and that will end the ball game. We'll take a quick step aside and come back with our post-game wrap-up. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Well, that'll wrap it up for the A's this season as they fall to the Hayes Larks in run rule. They'll drop the game 16-3. As Carson Lyles, he'll pick up the win for the Larks. Nicholas Gonzalez will draw the loss for the Dodge City A's. For the Larks, 2 runs in the first, 4 in the third, 1 in the fifth, and 9 in the sixth. 16 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They strand 8. Your A's, they score 3 in the bottom of the third, and that'll do it. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Dodge City A's as they strand 5. Take a look at the scoring summary. Kennedy Drexler with 1 out will get a single in the first, but he'll be stranded. The A's go down 1-2-3 in the second. Then in the third, the A's with 2 outs will get Isaiah Velasco on a single, followed by a Drexler hit by pitch. Jaden Moreno steps up and hits a 3-run home run over the right field wall. That gets the A's scoring for the game. Alejandro Gomez leads off with a single in the fourth. And then Drexler, he'll draw a walk in the fifth, followed by a Jaden Moreno walk. And then Yael Amador draws the walk in the sixth. The A's, they fall to the Larks and run rule 16-3. And that'll wrap it up for the season. Your A's, they will complete the season on a losing streak. As they will fall to 12-20-2 overall. So that'll wrap it up for this one. I am Justin Hergert. Was alongside with Reese Gleason assisting on the live stream. For the entire A's board and organization, we thank you for following along this year. For the final time, you've been